Good morning, everybody. It is Birda Boy back at it. As you can see, we're in the truck, just fueled it up. Goodness gracious, that money doesn't go as far as it used to. Like $40 is 25 liters. That's a little offside. For you US folk, that'd be like 6 gallons for $40. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So now we're going to Buddy's house again to pick him up. I got my Amish setup on, the hat, the vest, the shirt, the pants, you know, just look like a real Canadian, real old style farmer over here. But that's what we're gonna do. I'll bring you back when we got Buddy in the truck. We have found him. Buddy Bubba is making his way over to the truck. How are you doing today, good sir? All right. Well, we made it about a mile down the road, and as you can see behind me, there's a truck in the ditch. So it looks like Buddy Boy just gave it this morning, and now he's gonna give her again and try to get her out of there. See how this goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they nailed that one. So off we go. We're gonna continue on to the woods. Well, after a bit of a walk, we are at the Bushcraft camp. As you can see, it's still here. We got both shelters up. I actually did pretty well on keeping the snow out. You can see there's spots through the logs where the snow drifted in. And then obviously there's just not much sidewalls yet on this one. So a bit of snow came in, but even then, it's a lot less snow than out here. So that's a good sign. But now we're gonna unpack our goodies, get some tools out, get some water, and get to work. We made a little bit of a toggle deal, as you can see there, to hang up the old pack. So that's working all right. First order of business, unpacking things. Food and beverages, water. What else do we got in here? Gloves, don't need right away. Saw, find a place to hang this up. That'll do. And then a shovel, just in case I feel like digging. Yeah, that's all we need for now, I think. Yeah, looking pretty good. So now we're gonna go, and I think first order of business for me is just getting a little bit more boughs, getting a little bit more of a sidewall situation figured out with there. I wanna get more actual like lumber on the sides, or that way, we'll see. So it's pretty rigid, pretty solid, and looks a lot better. And then yeah, from there we'll just keep on keeping on with the shelter building. But let's get this party started. We're making some super solid progress here. All these are down. Everything that was dead standing there. But just take a second and look at that. The snow, it's just like, it does not get much better than that. Sometimes if you're out working, you work really hard all day long, get everything you need done. You never take a second just to sit exactly where you are and look. If more people did that, I think it would do them a lot of good. Hot tips with Ruben. Oh, say, little doggy, why don't you lay down? Wander and trample all over the ground. Lay down, little doggy, lay down. Stacks on stacks, boy. wood for days, boy. Check out my wood pile, bro. We're getting there. A lot of work. Keep on going. Just to give you guys a somewhat realistic idea of the work it takes to do all this. Get rid of all the branches in your way. That way when you swing, it doesn't veer your axe off. And just helps if you swing with your dominant hand too. Once you got a decent wedge notched out, the back side of your tree just above the wedge that you cut, or the notch you cut. So it's here. I'm gonna come here on the back side. Leave a bit of a hinge there, and then fall it where you want. I'll show you guys this. So as you can see, a lot of choppy there. And I came back here, and then above the choppy, I cut this, and when I fell it, there's this much, that little sliver of tree left in there, which is what you want. That's like a hinge. And it just hinged exactly where I wanted it to. More or less how you cut down a tree. Gotta do that about 20 more times. Here's another tree just to show you guys. It works on every size of the tree, wherever you're at. See with the axe, we dug into the tree about halfway. I want it to fall right beside this one, to the right of this one here. So right in here. So I made my notch so it aims it right there, and now I'm going to get the backside right about here above that notch, start cutting with the saw, and hopefully she goes exactly where I want her to. I do not want it to the left of that tree. It's going to get caught up and stuff. Freaking mint, bud. Went exactly where we wanted it to. See the same idea. See that hinge on the tree there? It literally is a perfect hinge if you do this right. Every time. And it only has one direction to go. That way. It's pretty cool stuff. I like it anyway. Hopefully you guys like seeing that. I think it's interesting. I'm wearing the red flannel. I can't not show you how to chop down a tree. Let's be real. Allegedly, I don't know. That's just Ruben's. I don't know characters or like actors, man. Exactly. I know Qui-Gon from Star Wars because I was like 7 years old and a fan. Liam Neeson. All right, now we're making a fire, guys. Getting all the small stuff, making a pile. Getting medium stuff, making a pile. Making the pile's fairly large because as you can see out here, it's not exactly dry. It's a little snowy. A little snow action today, which is enjoyable. Something different. But making a fire is just about 7% harder. Blow the snow off. The good news is all the debris from the stuff we're chopping can be used as kindling, so it makes it pretty simple. So today we're cheating and doing it the easy way, I've decided. Getting some old man's beard in there, which is wet, because everything's wet. Oh!
There's so much snow on your hat.
Okay, well, that was a little cold on the old back. Anywho, old man's beard, track down my lighter right there. See if we can get this thing to just ignite for us, hopefully. Okay, now, let me show you guys down here. Gonna brush away snow to the coals that we had from last time. Put a little brace down like that. And that way, you put your bundle of sticks in here. You have something to lay these sticks on. Kinda, sorta. Which should help give it airflow. Allegedly.
Well, smells like fire.
Yeah, something's going on. I want to show you what we're doing here. So, sidewall. Took out all the thatching I had there. And now what we have is we're going to build up just like that. A whole bunch of these all the way to the top. Gives a nice solid sidewall. How I'm doing it is I have this pole here just tied to the base of the tree. And loosely tied up here. I'm tying these, each individual on this side. Putting them in that gap. So you see how they sit in there. And that's going to hold them in all the way up. And then when I'm done, I'm going to tie that super tight to the tree. So it squishes them in, tied at the bottom and the top. And that's going to hold up the side. We're going to do the same on the other side. Pull off the thatching. Make that stick up here. And then just stack them up. So it's a lot of work. We're going to get her done. All right, we're chilling by the fire. I got my little portable chair thing figured out. So that's cool. And now we're eating liberal coffee, calf lib, which is like chicory root and barley. So that's what we're doing there. Had some oatmeal, just sitting by the fire, warming up the body a little bit, and then gonna get back to work. You can see we got the one sidewall pretty well built there. So we're doing all right. Other sidewall has to be done, and then see if we can build a raised bed in here. Yeah, lots going on. Check this out, coming in clutch. Got me a sawhorse. Just tied this to a tree. You need to saw a tree or a lemon tree like this, leaning up against it, and go crazy. Axe. Tree. Just worlds easier. Worlds, even. And all this extra crap is just firewood. I'm also using my saw to measure everything. So go over to your thing you want to fill, like the space, put my saw on it, just measured saw lengths. So 2 and about that much more are the lengths I need. Dump the log, 1 length, 2 lengths, a little bit more is right there. You also see I didn't saw all the way through on a couple spots. The reason for that is if you use a longer log, it's a lot easier to keep it on your sawhorse. If you do little chunks, they get really small, really annoying. So now I've done cutting this log, I'm gonna go and just cut the 2 spots right on through. Well, bam! Look at that. Other side of my shelter here, I have a whole bunch of logs now. Just tie them up, tie it 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 up, all the way to the tippity top there, just like we did the other side from the inside. You know, something like that. It's coming in real homey, guys. Real homey looking. Lots of cover. Very little snow on the inside, considering the outside. This is good. Once I finish that wall, shuffle all this garbage out of the way, we can build a raised bed. Allegedly. Ooh, yeah. All right. What a scene. Look at this. Just a total wild scenario. We got this wall built. Bring it into the crib. Hashtag MTV Cribs, baby. Look at this. We have an actual livable area. Well, it was livable before. We spent the night in it. But now it's even more better. Complete wall. Complete wall. Bring it back here to Buddy's shelter. It's looking like an actual little camp. Not too bad. So now I'm going to see if I can get that started. A little chainsaw. And go over, cut up some woods, and then bring the woods over here and see if we can build a little bed. So that's the next step in the old operation here. But on the other side, we got shelter number 2. It's coming along as well. As you can see, there's a wall there. An old Buddy Bubba just dancing along. So yeah, coming along. Everything's going good. We got a fire heating us up. We're working around it, which is also good. Once I get this bed built, I think it's dinner time. Just carrying my bed through the woods, building my bed in my camp. Yep, a little behind the scenes action for you. All the stuff you don't see. Me carrying stupid heavy things around in the woods. So, 1 down. Oh, 4 to go. There's all 5 logs over here. Now I'm gonna clean out the shelter so it's all clear. Get those big logs at the ends. Take a head and a footboard deal. Lay these on top and you will see what I'm talking about. Also bought a little cast iron pan for this place I'll show you. One of those old thrift store finds, if you know what I'm saying. It's just the old paracord dispenser. Let your bundle go, put it over a log, and pull it as you need it. Snip off what you want. Actually, super helpful. Hot tips with Ruben. Stole your shelter. Rude. Rude. Rude, dude. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the strat. Also, this freaking shovel, so it's a cold steel shovel, comes sharpened.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, and I'll tell both of you what. This shovel, if there's a stick underground or a root or something weird that you like a regular shovel can't get through, tackle with this. I'll freaking eat it up. Like, Bubba, I am absolutely eating the ground. One of those things. Look at that. Probably thinking, gee, what's that for? If you can even see it. Can they even see it? The reason for that is when I bring in my log, get it a little cleaner. A little deal here. It'll help keep it from rolling around too much. It'll keep it pretty in place while I'm working with stuff. Check that out. That's the idea. Well, the only thing that I've run into, they got somewhat rotten logs because I figured it'd be easy to cut. And now it seems like it might be too far gone. I don't want to build a bed, just have it fall apart and build it again. Yeah, I have to get new logs. All right, on the search for 2 more logs, that size. Ooh, the old steamy hat. All right, now we have not rotten logs as the base for the bed. So I'm gonna start bringing in the logs that will be the bed. That fire's putting out, and this shelter is actually keeping in the warmth. I'm impressed. Like, it's actually warm in here. That's actually really cool. Okay, well, you know what they say. That's pretty neat. I'm not too worried about the levelness of it yet, because my plan, the end game, is to get a bunch of boughs on this, which will help level it out. Give me a little padding. It's definitely something to sit on. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Now I just gotta get a whole bunch of boughs. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot more work though. Give you guys a close up here. This will be the head. It slopes down a little bit to the feet. If anything, you want it to slope towards your feet, downhill, so that way blood's not rushing through your head throughout the night. Give you a headache and stuff. That's not cool. So yeah, we're here. I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna lash the ends all together. Lash that end all together. Lash it to the base on each very end piece. And then from there, get a bunch of boughs on it. We'll see. I might not get boughs today, considering it's all just snow covered, but we'll see. Might get ambitious. Yeah, I'm gonna just lash everything now, and we'll have a proper bench bed deal thing going on. Check this out. I've lashed the bed together on 4 corners. Super sturdy, super solid. We're going with that. Now I just gotta get boughs on it. But for now, see my little sit pad? I don't even need to bring a chair anymore. The heat from this shelter, the heat and the sitting alone makes being out here super tolerable and super easy. So you don't even need a huge fire. We have a pretty good fire going, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty decent, but really, you don't need something that big to stay warm in here. And it's not hard to keep a fire a little smaller than that going for a while. So yeah, that's what we got here now. Go find some boughs or firewood or whatever, and just start doing the things. Some nuts in me. Oh yeah. Now, I'd say it's fairly well earned. Take a seat, enjoy a little brew, and some nuts. Today we have a little grasshopper wheat ale made by Big Rock Brewery here in Alberta. Let's see. Fresh from the prairie hoppers, this wheat ale has a crisp finish, balancing its soft sweetness with fruity and bready notes. Quite nice. Made in Calgary, Alberta. Cheers. I don't know if it's placebo, but every time I read a beer can, I start to taste the things it tells me it has. Like, the crisp finish was there. It is a soft sweetness, and there's fruity and bready notes. But if I didn't read it, I'd be like, yeah, it tastes like a barley beer. And here we have nuts, more nuts than you could name. There's like a mix of 6 nuts from Costco, and then another mix, 5 nuts from a camp I worked at once, with also some weird dehydrated fruit and raisins and stuff, and chocolate chips. So, quite the mix. Some are crunchy, some are chewy. Chocolate's chocolatey. That's good right there. All right, I'm gonna enjoy these. Enjoy this. Bring it back when something happens. Boom! Just like that, we have made some substantial progress. Bed's built, got a few boughs on it. Not the final amount, but just something to sit on and make sure it's what I want. Got a little bit of firewood stashed back there for next time. A little bit of firewood stashed over here. Got a fire going with some kielbasa, some fresh kielbasa I made out of deer. So that's happening, as you can hear. Oh, so much goodness going on there. Cheese is melting. I made it with cheese. Oh, goodness gracious, it's gonna be good. But yeah, so that's what we're doing now. We're gonna crack a beer, eat some sausage, relax for a few minutes, and then hike on out of here. But yeah. I'll catch you when we're eating the sausage. Here we are. Got the tortilla, got the blazing hot sausage. Whew. Check that out. I gotta let it cool down because it's gonna burn the tar out of my mouth. But that is gonna be extremely good. We got 2.5 of these each, so we're gonna get them in us. The beverage. We got 2, one for Mr. Baba, one for Mr. Ruben. Bubba's is the traditional ale. Today we have the traditional ale. The unmatched quality of our Canadian grown barley is still the backbone of this beer for over 30 years after it was first brewed. My comfort food in a glass, some things just never get old. That was from brewmaster Paul Goutreau. Bubba, the English style brown ale.
Look at that.
And
It's
for
emerged.
Ruben, we have the New England IPA, the Nebula, from the same company. These are all Big Rock Brewery out of Calgary. A celestial haze of interstellar proportions. Nebula is bursting with tropical tones. Ooh, that dance with soft residual sweetness, featuring Mosaic, Amarillo, and the aptly named Galaxy hops. This New England IPA is heavily dry hopped and low on bitterness. Probably one of my favorite beers. This is going to be good. Cheers to you at home. And cheers to you with me, Bubba. Good day.
Good day indeed.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Oh, bud. This beer is absolutely incredible. One of them hippie beers.
So where do you buy all your fancy beers?
At Costco, these are like a pack of 30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is so good. Oh. We're going to get these in us. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, we have eaten the sausage, drank the beer, tidied up a little bit, as you can see. Most of the gear's over there. So I'll put a couple of tools away. Cast iron's staying there, because that's going to be the pan for this place. And other than that, it's been a good day. So I'll give you guys a full-on walk around of the entire site now. You got firewood, my shelter, sidewall, back wall. You can see here a little bit of thatching on there just to help keep snow out. Little gaps in the logs. Another sidewall. You can tell it's doing a good job of keeping the snow out, considering it's snowy out here. It's pretty dry in there. And then the other shelter here, updated. Got some extra pulls on the tripods to support. And this side is gonna look like this side eventually. Got a couple sidewalls here again, doing a good job of keeping the snow out. Bunch of thatching on the back, keep the snow out. Overall, it's been a good day. For a day trip, we got a lot done. Had good conversations, good food, good drinks. Well worth our time out here. Now we're gonna hike it on back to the truck and drive on home, and that's gonna be that. So thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, comment below. Like, subscribe, all that fancy goodness there. And yeah, let me know what you guys think.
Is there still a bell?
Go.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. That's right. Ring the bell. See you on the next one.